Ross.
And I'm AJ Finney.
And this is
Hippie,
Not Hippie. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 24 of Hippie, Not Hippie. If AJ sounds...
Yeah,
daddy. Hippie, not hippie.
If AJ sounds a little different, he's on the road right now. Where are you at, AJ?
Currently posted up at my in-laws' lake house in the Ozarks. But I'm on my way to Tulsa and was in Kansas City and Leavenworth the last few days.
So AJ's in a shack by a muddy pond.
In a shack by a muddy pond. That sounds like a song.
In the Ozark Mountains.
Yeah.
And that voice you're hearing, we have two guests today. The voice you're hearing right now is Mr. Mo Alexander.
Hello there.
He's been doing comedy for a long time. He's got some great albums out. They recently went to #1 on Amazon and on iTunes.
iTunes, the newest one came out on stand-up records. It's Mo Possum Blues, story about being attacked by a possum, and now I have one.
Yeah.
Full circle. Full circle.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but if you get bit by a possum, you don't get rabies. You just get possums.
You get, it's kind of like a possum. I just attract possums now. They're just like, hey, I heard you like possums.
And then our second guest on the show, we have Mr. Sam Miller, who also has a record coming out soon on Stand Up Records.
I believe that. I did. I recorded an album. I wanted to do vinyl, and because of like some of the factory stuff with vinyl right now, like it's taken a while.
Yeah.
But I have an album coming out.
Hell yeah. And we're sitting here at the Comedy Works South condo hanging out, and we're gonna ask you guys a few questions, and then at the end, AJ and I are gonna figure out whether you guys are hippies or not. So
I can answer this question already, but go ahead. Let's do this.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It sounds like Sam and Mo both got bit by by Dan Schlichel, and now it's popping out stand-up records.
Dan's my buddy.
Yeah, it's been really great.
He's a great dude.
Dan is.
He's a wonderful guy.
I call Dan my personal Rick Rubin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him dress up. I'm gonna make him dress up as a pimp coat and walk him down the street in Memphis, Tennessee. I really am gonna do that to him.
I just call Dan way too much.
Do you?
Yeah, I call him and I bug him about stuff. I call him after shows. Whenever I do a show at some lonely bar in like Wyoming, I'll be like, Dan, I don't think I'm doing very good.
I just talk to Dan. I talk to Dan all the time at like 3:00 in the morning. It's like, man, what's the best cheesesteak to go get somewhere right now? He'll be on the line and he's like, okay, now look, you need to go 2 blocks to the left, and he'll take me exactly where to go in that city to get a good cheesesteak at 2:00 in the morning.
yeah, what was the name of the venue you did last night, Sam? In Wyoming.
I did a show at the Roughed Up Duck.
Excuse me?
In Laramie, Wyoming.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
The Roughed Up Duck?
Yeah.
Was there barbed
Wait,
wire?
did we say rough or rust?
Roughed Up Duck. I had a good time, man. I told a joke. I got this joke about me pretending to be a semi-truck when I'm making love to my wife. And yeah, I hit the Jake break. That's the joke. And that joke hit so hard, like I never had it happen before, but everybody like put their Coors Lights in the air.
Oh my God.
And I felt like Alan Jackson for a minute, and I was vibing really hard.
Yeah.
My mom was there.
Yeah, they didn't put their Bud Lights in the air.
Wave your Bud Lights in the air and act like you just don't care.
They also had like a fully enclosed smoking deck.
Yeah.
Like, and the door.
Wait,
was
a
open.
fully enclosed smoking deck? Wait,
Yeah,
you're
so-
supposed to let the smoke out, not
I
stick.
know.
What the?
They
Yeah,
didn't get the memo.
that's Wyoming for you. You have to go indoors to smoke.
I've only, I've only been to Wyoming once, and that was my last trip here. We went up and did a place called, do you remember, Chandra, the name of the place we did? Yeah. No. But it was just...
Are you talking to the possum?
No, I'm talking to Chandra.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Okay, sorry.
so yeah, the hippie. And, anyway, we did the show there, and I've never been to Wyoming before, and it's just like, this is so weird, just seeing like a pack of deer just sitting on the street corner, walking like they're gang members. Like, yeah, we roll this block, bitch. Go ahead, we roll this. This is our street. This is our street. Deer.
throwing up gang signs with their
Throwing up
hoofs?
antlers.
Hoof signs.
They got their antlers grow into gang signs that just say Bloods or Crips.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you gotta love a fucking wild Wyoming show. The first time I ever did a show in Wyoming, the first thing I saw when I pulled into town was a giant billboard that just said, "Wyoming has AIDS."
What?
Yeah, it was just a big old billboard that said Wyoming has AIDS. And then I went and did the show, and I had this girl that was heckling me, and I shut her down. And she came up to me after the show, and she's like, "Do you want to go back to my place and fuck?" And
That's awesome.
all I could think was, Wyoming has AIDS.
I wouldn't even get out of my car. I'm like, the rubber on these tires protect me. I'm not getting out of this state.
They had a box in the bathroom that was supposed to have free condoms in it.
Yeah.
But they were out. So
Sam just used the box.
yeah. I said something about it. I was like, man, if you guys see an uptick in kids here in about 9 months, you know it's because the roughed up ducks condom box ran out.
What roughed up?
Yeah, it's because Sam Miller came and did a joke about fucking like a semi-truck, and everybody put their Coors Lights in the air. And
People tell me that they hear my jokes about like role play sex, and I'm just kind of being silly, you know. But I think people really do it, you know.
oh, so you don't really pretend you're a truck?
No, it's fucking weird, dude. Women don't like that. They want to have
Jesus.
sex with a human man.
Oh my God. Sam, you and I are on the same
Unless
level.
they got like a
Are you telling me,
transformer
Sam?
deal.
So you're not out there selling bumper stickers that says "I'd rather Jake off"?
If you're not, you're dumb. That's amazing.
Good, yeah.
That's amazing. That's an amazing.
You know-
I would buy one right now if you had one.
It's funny that semi truck. This has been my recent big news. So 3 weeks ago, that semi truck joke went like viral on Facebook. It got like 10 million views now. It's awesome,
Nice.
right? But what's funny is
Yeah.
if I actually look at the people commenting and the people that are following my page now,
Yeah.
they're all truckers.
Yeah, of course, of
and
course.
then the truckers argue in the comments about what truck I sound like.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
No, I bet he's a Peterbilt. He's probably a Peterbilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how Peterbilt does sound like a name of a penis truck.
Peterbilt.
Yeah, for sure. Peterbilt sounds like something that's shaking off all over the place.
I would expect him to be whatever Optimus Prime was.
Yeah.
I think he's a Kenworth or a Mack.
Kenworth. That's what he. That's what Sam is. He's a Kenworth.
Well, you know what? Nate Jackson roasted me one time. I work at his club a lot there, and he said that I should do voiceover work, and I could be like a homeless transformer.
Oh, that would be funny,
That I could be like a van.
dude. That would be
He
funny.
said Nate did this impression. He's like, I used to be garageless.
Oh, man.
That is silly.
Well, here's a question that we usually like to start off with. Whoever wants to jump in first can jump in first. But when was the first time either of you remember hearing about or seeing a hippie? Like your first encounter
Actual encounter, like on TV.
on TV. Just like what's your earliest memory of hippies or hippiness, or hearing like a
Partridge.
parent be like,
The
"This
Partridge
fucking-"
Family.
Oh yeah.
The Partridge Family.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. That's my earliest.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. My earliest memory of a hippie was my mom was going to grad school, and she was in a play, and I think it was Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, yeah, and I was at one of the after things, and I'm like, I hate all this. I don't know what any of this is. What is that smell? What is that smell I smell? What is patchouli? What is that? I'm like 8. I'm like, what is patchouli? This is gross. What is this?
Wait, how old were you?
Like 8, 5, something like that. I don't know. I was very young and very. You gotta understand. I've been an asshole my whole life.
Yeah. Did it have a negative connotation?
Yes,
though? Yeah.
completely.
Nice. So that's good to know.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, So I'm the not hippie part of this.
I know. I can tell.
Yeah.
You're like the punk rock kid. And then there's AJ over there all hippified wearing, Birkenstocks right now in the fucking Ozarks.
Dude, if I sent you a photo, I have rubber Birkenstocks.
I knew you
right
did.
now.
I knew you did. You ain't telling me nothing. I know you had rubber Birkenstocks on, you weirdo.
So
Here's my question. I'm gonna ask you a question. How many Grateful Dead bears do you have tattooed on you?
Oh, honestly, I don't have any.
Okay, all right.
yeah, you have 0 tattoos, right, AJ?
No, I do have 2 fish swimming.
Damn it, wrong band. I could have said fish. I would have won.
Yeah, just the entire band fish swimming in a circle. I have 2 koi fish swimming on the inside of my right arm.
Okay.
I have a guitar with a question mark.
What the fuck?
I have a volt.
Things to say,
I have
guitar?
a
Guitar with a question mark.
Do you?
Because that's jam bands.
Oh,
Like I wonder what I'm gonna play tonight, and nobody
that's
knows.
funny. That's hilarious, dude. I have a Voltaire quote on my arm.
Yeah. What is it?
God is a comedian playing to an audience too afraid to laugh.
Oh, that's fire! Who's
that's
Voltaire?
He's another transformer. Yeah,
He was the international tracker.
I was probably locked up when
Yeah.
Voltaire came
Shut
out.
the.
I must have missed it.
Oh my God.
Is that
So
oh,
yeah, when do you? What's your earliest memory of hippies, Sam?
Dude, it's hard to say because my life was like
well, because
chaos.
you're from the Pacific Northwest, right, Sam?
Yeah,
Olympia, Washington.
but it's not like a thing where like hippies are a thing that I discovered. It's like they're just kind of around. But see, the thing is, like people don't realize this. Like my dad was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. It was like an absolute hard ass. And so like same as Mo, like hippies weren't like a thing to be like looked up to. And like my dad drank like a fish. Like it was bad. Like my dad was a bad drunk, but like hated weed. In fact, ratted out my neighbor for growing weed.
Damn.
And then my dad died, and then I was like the snitch's kid. So like my neighbor was growing weed because I grew up. It was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were the snitch's kid.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and get this, right? So the 2 folks that he snitched off, right? So the name was Bruce and Linda, and Bruce was the head's groundskeeper for the school district
Yeah.
I was in, and he was stealing fertilizer from the district to grow weed. And his wife was a teacher in the district, and she lost her job too. And then he went to prison for like a while.
For the fertilizer?
No, for growing weed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
And then check this out. This is so sad. So
Yeah, the last thing we wanted up in Washington was fertile soil.
So my dad dies when I was 12, and then Bruce got out of prison, and he was like destitute because they didn't work, and he just basically took out a loan and bought a septic tank pumping truck. And so my dad narked this dude off, and then he just had to pump shit the rest of his life.
Oh my God, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's like my first like hippie was Bruce, but I didn't look at Bruce like a hippie. I thought he was just dumb. I was like, oh, this guy's kind of slow.
I mean, objectively, I think you could make that argument.
Either way, yeah, that could go 50-50 either way right there.
It's not like that because, like, I don't know. The opposite of a hippie to me is like some like hardcore like. And I love rednecks. I have a lot of redneck friends and shit, but there's some rednecks that are just ass backwards. You know?
Yep.
And well, there's a lot of hippies that are ass backwards too. But like you can say the opposite of a hippie is like one of these hardcore right-leaning redneck cats, and they're both dumb.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. You can be dumb of any kind of social gathering.
Yeah.
You don't have to just be a hippie or a redneck. You can be any kind of dumbass.
Yeah.
I met a lot of dumb goths in my day, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then we realized in an earlier episode that witches are actually just goth hippies.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
That is-
Shut up.
that-
That was looking at me like that. That is very fucking true. Some of them just hippie, but goth hippies. Yeah, that is very true right there. Yeah. What? Okay, I believe you.
I tried to be goth in like the 8th grade or whatever.
Right.
How did you try to be goth?
I dyed my hair black and I started listening to the Cranberries.
I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. You think the Cranberries were goth? That's hilarious.
Yep, that's where I was going.
Washington.
I love the fact that
Dude, you lived in Washington. That's what. Hold on. You lived in Washington. The base of the grunge music in the dude.
Spanaway is not the base of anything. Spanaway, nothing good. I'm the best thing that's ever come out of Spanaway.
Spanaway? Where is Spanaway?
It's a suburb of Tacoma.
Okay. I'm like, he just said the Cranberries was goth.
Here's the other thing too, is that my room, like I was really into like Boys to Men and like R&B music and like some rap music and stuff.
I swear to God, if you break out Motown Philly right now, I'm killing everybody. I swear to God.
I'm not.
Motown Philly, black again.
But my room was covered with pictures of airplanes and like happy stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm goth now. And so I found a National Geographic from when Mount St. Helens exploded, and I cut out all the volcano pictures and I put them all over my walls. And then I was like, Mom, come into my room if you dare. You know, like,
oh my God.
And I had my cranberry sauce, and she came in there and she was like, wow, you're like really into volcanoes.
Oh my God.
I was like, no, I'm not.
That is the volcano reference is very goth, though. You're just like, come in. I just want you to understand that everything that stands for beauty will eventually erupt and destroy everything.
You are a goth kid from a bad 80s TV show. That's what you are. That you are the epitome of what a bad 80s goth person, a bad 80s TV show that's never actually seen a goth person would make it. Oh, that's goth right there. That's him right there. Play those Cranberries. That's hardcore right there.
I like the idea that you're trying to scare your mom by inviting her into your room, and then she like probably walked out, and one of her friends is like, "Oh, how's Sam doing?" She's like, "I think he wants to be a geologist."
He knows what igneous rock is.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I woke up one day
I
and I was like, maybe if I'm sad, I'll be cool. And then, no, it didn't work. I like went to school.
Yeah, man. Sad wasn't cool until 3 years ago.
Exactly. See, I know Sam is going to be famous because he's so honest with his gullibility. I mean, and I love that about you. I mean, I'm not even.
No, I'm not. I don't take offense to it.
I'm good because I want to try to insult you, but it's like this is who you are, and I love this about you. Never let them change you.
Yeah,
because you are magnificent.
I don't know who Voltaire is, and I was a shitty goth.
Yeah. I love zombies and fucking volcanoes.
Is Voltaire
not actual
goth?
zombies. Just talk about.
Okay, there's a band called Voltaire that's kind of goth, but we're not talking about that one. We're talking about the French writer from the 1800s.
Oh, dang, that's a long time ago.
Yes, you were not in jail for that one. That was before you. So you were not locked up for that Voltaire time.
I'm glad I wasn't locked up back then.
No, you don't want to be back there. You might have
People
been.
think San Quentin's right. Be in a dungeon and shit.
Exactly. I am the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, put dudes in barrels.
What?
Yeah, back in the day.
In
They
barrels?
would have had a hard time getting you in there.
Yeah, they put like
Actually, if you've never been to France, no, they wouldn't have. Those barrels are fucking huge. I've been to the Hennessy factory in Hennessy, France, in Cognac, France.
You did other stuff too, right?
That's racist. That's racist and hilarious. That is racist and hilarious. Yeah, man, I took a flight just to go to the Hennessy factory. I floated in on my magical gold black heels. It's like, yo, pimp is here, daddy. I'm here. Show me your wares. Holy crap.
So what was the best part of the Hennessy factory? The barrels?
My French teacher getting kicked out because she couldn't breathe.
Oh yeah.
Because the town has they have like 3 warehouses there, and one warehouse has 100,000 barrels where you, him, myself, and AJ all could fit in. 100,000 barrels that size.
Here, we're going to pause. We'll be right back after this break. All right, we're back. The four of us are now inside of a barrel. Hello there.
What I'm trying to say is the whole air in the whole city is alcoholic.
Oh, wow.
The whole town smells like Hennessy and cognac. And so my teacher was with us, and she got there, and by the time she made it into the building, this is my imitation of my French teacher from high school. They had to carry her out. And we didn't see her till the end of the tour when they brought her back, and she's still going.
I like the idea of the air being an alcoholic, like it has a problem. Like, oh man, I'm having trouble breathing today. Where's the air? And it's like, oh, the air's at a meeting.
Oh, shit.
I would totally go check that out, though.
You should.
Even as a sober fella.
Yeah, you should.
I would dig that.
It's really a cool tour. It really is.
Hennessy's good booze. Like, people say it's got a
Yeah,
reputation, but it's good booze.
you and AJ can just hang out in the barrel. Mo and I'll drink the shit.
Yeah, exactly. I will.
We're just here to drive you home. Well, I'll just get on Sam, and he'll make fucking truck noises, and we'll make our way back to the station.
Autobot transform.
I don't know if I really answered your question, though, because, like, hippies are neither here nor there. Like saying I found out about hippies is like I found out about breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like finding out the air
What
is
is the
full of alcohol.
first memory, though, of, like, do you have a memory of running into someone or someone in your life where you're like, that guy's a fucking hippie?
I bought acid from a dude named Turtle. When I was like,
There we go.
There
That's
you
what
go.
we were looking for, Sam.
and I thought he was really cool because he had a girlfriend, but she was always sleeping. But I was like 14, and now looking back, like
That girl was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived on the east side of Olympia. His name was Turtle, and he had like a ponytail. And I thought he was like the coolest dude ever because he had a house and a girlfriend, and he sold acid.
Was that the first time
And his
you bought
name was-
acid?
No, I got some from my cousin earlier than that. The first night I did coke was the first night I did acid in Ohio.
Jesus
And
Christ.
there was like a big thunderstorm, and I thought it was my dad. It was really scary.
You thought it was your dad yelling at you from the sky, or what?
Because he was mad.
Hey Chandra, what was the name of that cafe in Midtown? The vegan,
Jesus,
the
that's wild, Sam.
hippie one. No,
It was, it all made sense at the time. And I realize now that I can't talk too much more about that story publicly. But it was really wild.
Yeah.
See, I grew up in the punk scene, and so it was like 6 black punk kids in Memphis.
Yeah.
Not even kidding. They were not even kidding at all. And then they one night after seeing like the Chili Peppers or somebody, they took me to this place called Babylon Cafe, and it was nothing but hippies.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 14, 15, and I'm just like, it's that same smell again from the damn show I was at.
Well,
It's
yeah.
that same smell. And it's all
I
these
love
little
the
white
idea
girls,
of older-
all these little white girls in like flowery skirts and Birkenstocks with nasty ass feet just walking around. Just like, hey, would you like some vegan? If you give me some vegan stuff, I'll kill your whole family. Get the hell away from me.
I love the idea of 14-year-old Mo's brain walking into this hippie place and then going, this smells like Jesus Christ Superstar.
Exactly. I'm not kidding. That was my first thought. I'm like, why did it smell like that? Oh God, is this again? No.
Well, and that is a question that we do ask. So it sounds like you were very against hippie smells. No patchouli.
Oh.
Do you burn any shit? Do you burn any incense?
I burn incense, but nowhere. If you burn patchouli around me, we're gonna fight. I hate that smell. That's.
Do you burn
I rather
sage?
now that I will burn sage. Yes, I will.
Why do you burn the sage?
Oh.
Cause ghost. I don't do that to the ghost in my house because I don't want to fuck with them. But any other ghost from somewhere else, I see something weird, like, oh, burn some sage in this bitch right now. Get the white and the black with all kinds of sage. We burning all kinds of shit up.
Well, yeah, no, I actually thought that I might be a ghost because I hate the smell of sage.
You are pretty white. You are pretty pale, sir.
Like when people are burning sage, I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
That means you're just an evil spirit, sir. I gotta get out of here, man. This is bullshit. I gotta go find some patchouli.
So I'm not gonna lie, your hatred of patchouli is a pretty not hippie answer, but when you start burning sage because of ghosts, that's a little hippie, Mo.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's black. That is blackness right there.
He's not lying.
That is old black stuff right there.
Oh, my God.
What?
Zach, all this time I thought I was a hippie. I'm just black.
That will explain your fro. I have seen. I have seen that fro of yours, sir. I know. I always thought you were just light-skinned.
Oh my God.
I need a white fella, but I do want to back up Mo on that, what he just said.
What, the ghost?
No, that I know a lot of black folks that burn
Hell yeah.
sage in there.
Oh, yeah. Burn sage all the time.
And a lot of times when I go over to black households, it smells like sage and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you burn any shit, Sam?
I just light a match after I drop one. I don't know. I don't really burn stuff now.
What were you saying, AJ?
I just, when you were talking about that fro, and this reminded me of something that happened to me down in Missouri this morning. I went to Walmart just to get a few things since I was going to be posted up. When I went in, first thing the greeter was telling everyone, welcome, have a good day, welcome. Ignored me completely. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's odd. And then as I'm leaving, this same woman is going, have a blessed day, have a blessed day, have a blessed day. And then she saw me and I smiled. She nodded. And then the woman behind me, she immediately went, have a blessed day.
Yep.
And I went, why the fuck don't I deserve to have a blessed day?
Because you were carrying black hair dye and a fucking cranberry CD.
I literally never thought about this. But Marciana goes, did you have your hat on? I was like, yeah. She goes, AJ, with your hair and your beard, they don't know what you are.
Yep.
They probably think that you're Indian or something. Yep. And I was like, that's fucking rude.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dot? Dot Indian?
Dot Indian.
Yeah, like Dot.
Oh, yeah. I could maybe see that.
Is the cranberries not goth at all?
No.
Not really, no.
Not at all.
No, I'd say they were alternative.
It was an alt pop band.
Yeah.
It was an alt pop band. That's all. There's no cranberries are not goth at all.
Have you heard Boyz II Men's new stuff?
Lot of emotion.
Boyz II Men sings Bauhaus.
I thought about it. They were at the Emerald Queen.
The Denny's in Eureka by the club.
I love that.
By Savage Henry. The bathroom there, on the men's door it says boys, and then on the side of the door it says men. And every time I'm there, I have to take a picture with me holding up two on my fingers in between.
I think I took the same picture.
But so hell yeah. So do you just burn a match?
I don't know.
Do hippie smells bug you, Sam?
I used to burn stuff just to see what it smelled like when it burnt. Like different, like
not for the fire.
No, like I mean, I don't know. I used to play with fire a lot, and I worked for the Forest Service, so I fought forest fires, and so I've smelled a lot of different shit burning.
Yeah, what are some of the more interesting things that you've smelled that when they're on fire?
Just different plants, like grass. Different bushes and stuff.
This is why he's this funny. This is a real human being talking to us right now.
Well, I didn't expect a follow-up question.
I mean, you could have said some shit like bears. I can tell you how bears smell on fire.
I've smelled a lot of weird smells. Like I've been in some places where I don't know what they were burning.
What are some of the top weird smells that you've encountered?
Looking people cooking dope, cooking meth. Take a hot breath of like some shit that hurts when you breathe it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the worst smell I've ever smelled is like pure like freaking like ammonia, like from somebody cooking dope.
Pure ammonia.
Called prop dope. There's like red phosphorus. There's prop dope. Yeah, people like rednecks cooking meth.
That's like the shit that like kills the guys in the camper in Breaking Bad, and Sam's just like standing in there like, this hurts my lungs.
Yep, that's exactly it.
If you don't know what you're doing, you will indeed mess yourself up.
And that's the funniest thing about the people who make meth. None of those people passed any chemistry class. None of them. And they're making. I saw somebody's car blew up in Memphis one time because they were cooking meth in the car while it was driving. And I'm like, what the hell are you people doing?
I was locked up with a blind dude who was cooking meth.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I think he must have had some.
Was he blind going
I
into
think he
the
was
meth?
more like in an assistant role.
I was about to say, why isn't that guy on a billboard? I hear about the blind guy that climbed to Everest all the time, but a blind guy that's just cooking up meth?
How did he even
You gotta really
assistant?
trust him.
You can't be like, hey man, can you hand me that quarter ounce of? What? You can't.
Well, it's just a meth lab where everything's in Braille.
No, you need somebody. He
That'd
could
be
like
fake fan in the wrong thing. And he goes, man, you know this is cornmeal.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I clearly asked for lies.
There's also a good chance that he actually wasn't doing it. There's a lot of people that got in a lot of trouble for cooking meth that weren't actually cooking meth back in the day because
Yeah, they were just making homemade cold medicine.
I remember back in the day before when you had when crack first came out, you not only had to be an addict, but you had to be a home chef to cook that shit yourself. Seriously.
there was people, and this happened. to
Also,
friends of
I will
mine.
say I've been to jail, and most of the people I talked to were in there wrongly accused. They had done nothing.
Well, so here's the thing: is that I did this too. Is that I wasn't super involved in like manufacturing methamphetamine or nothing like that, but like we used to go out to small labs to buy it, and if you're at a meth lab and the cops come out there, you're not getting locked up for possession. You're getting locked up for manufacturing. And in Washington State, that was a 10-year minimum. I know people who never did meth that got charged for manufacturing, and they were just there with their boyfriend who was buying it. Like that shit happened. They didn't give a care. Everybody freaked out, man.
Yeah. So if you're gonna buy meth, don't go to the place where they make it, even though it's a discounted rate.
Right. If you want to do
I'm
meth,
guessing it's cheaper from the wholesaler.
if you want to do meth, take Adderall.
Yeah.
All that stuff nobody's cooking in anymore except for the cartels.
Yeah.
I like to go to the lab because they let you lick the beaker.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you want to lick the spoon?
You are so stupid.
You want to
sir.
lick the meth spoon? It's still hot.
This is better than Mama's brownies. I'll tell you that.
There's some raw egg in there, but it shouldn't make you sick.
Oh my
It'll be
god.
fine.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Give me that water bottle. I'm ready to shake and bake.
Hey, that's real too, man. We used to get the coffee filters that they would like use, and then we'd like put it in like.
Yeah, I worked at a grocery store where we used to have to grab those water bottles. People would shake up and cook up the chemicals just really quick inside the water bottles.
What we would do is they would use a coffee filter to like get the solids out, and then they'd scrape off that coffee filter. But then we would get that coffee filter and put it in like a little mini igloo cooler, and then we would drink out of that like all day.
what?
Whoa.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that's like in the filter, like a lot of dope, and you get kind
Wow.
of weird.
So it's like meth tea.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally, I feel like I'm being seen.
Yeah. Did you flavor the water, or were you just like, oh, meth flavor? That's good enough.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Did it taste like meth?
I really couldn't taste the meth at all. But also, like, I was also smoking meth. So I don't
This
know
is
if I
the
was
first
really
podcast I've heard this much conversation about meth in my entire life, right here.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Miller, he's an expert.
You invite me in.
No, I'm glad to know this stuff, Sam. We're going to have another conversation sometime about the meth, because I know nothing about meth other than Breaking Bad. I don't know anything about it. And that one chick's pussy I ate that time that was smoking meth while she was, anyway.
Well, you ate a chick's pussy while she was smoking meth, and then you're like, and I'm just gonna stop talking there, and we'll just move right on.
Yeah.
I will say that's probably the tastiest way to get meth.
That's kind of like that.
It wasn't like that wasn't like a weird shotgun or anything. It wasn't like coming to me at her vagina or anything. Shut up.
A lot of that stuff comes out.
Well, I did
You
meet
do the
a.
hit,
Have you heard of shock?
put it in me.
Yeah, I mean, I did meet a woman once that smoked cigarettes out of there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that too. That's nice.
That's nice. You like a pussy that smokes?
Nah, dude. You put a menthol in there, it really just freshens it up. It's like a peppermint patty.
Oh my god.
You looking for the bathroom, Sam?
Wait.
Straight right in there.
Jesus, dude. I cannot get over the fact that meth tea sounds so much like Nest tea.
I know. That's Nest tea. That's Nest tea, meth tea. What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is the weirdest podcast I've ever been on. I love it.
So we were giving AJ shit earlier about Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Do you fuck with open-toed shoes, Mo? You wear sandals.
You see these combat boots? You pry them off my dead feet. They ain't going anywhere. I wear Nikes and combat boots. That's it. I don't give a fuck. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I was a bouncer for a while. I'm not wearing open-toed anything. I know better. No.
Oh,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Crocs aren't really good for fighting.
No, that's the thing.
You got to put the back strap on if you want to fight in the Croc.
You got to bend over to do that, and that's going to get you killed. So no, I don't know. I'm not doing that. No.
So where were you a
I will
bouncer?
say
At the New Daisy in Memphis, Tennessee, for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the coolest little amphitheater in town. I mean, you could see. I saw every band possible there. I saw Fugazi there. Every time. Every time Stanhope comes in town, he usually plays there, and we go hang out. My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult,
great.
all kind of weird shit there.
How about you, Sam? Do you? I mean, you're wearing Crocs right now. Mm-hmm. Do you wear sandals? Do you have a pair of Birkenstocks?
I don't have any Birkenstocks. I wear Crocs because I like to go to the river with my kids, and then also when I'm on the road right now, and I just dress as comfortable as I can because I have to drive a long ways.
Yeah, no, I love my Crocs, but they do count a little in the hippie category. But
Yeah, they do.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, when I started doing comedy full time, like, I don't really, if I'm on stage, like, I'm going to dress, like, kind of nice. Like, I'm going to look okay. Mm-hmm. But, like, everywhere else, like, it's, like, one of the perks of the job. Like, I don't care I know who I am. I don't care what I look like.
I get that. I just can't do it. Even for all the years of karate, when they had to wear, everybody wore sandals and things. I'm just like, I'm not gonna wear any shoes. I'm good. I'm taking my shoes off. And y'all flip flop around here. I ain't doing that.
So you used to do karate?
Oh yeah.
Would you do barefoot?
Yeah. Well, walking around the dojo, yeah, constantly. I just wouldn't. Everybody had like little sandals on and we walked. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Have either of you ever spent a fair amount of time barefoot outside of a building?
Oh, fuck you. That is so gross to me. That is the nastiest thing on the planet to me. I am not doing that. No, that is not my thing. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Sam, I think might have a different answer.
I had a rough.
This
summer.
motherfucker got meth stories for days. Of course, he had a different answer. He has meth stories. He has meth stories like I have Prince stories. He, of course, is going to tell you. Yeah, I was walking. I didn't even know I had feet that day.
I had this summer where I was just really high the whole time, and like I was kind of losing it a little bit, and like I just wore overalls, and then when I got dirty, I'd just jump in the lake, and then and I carried this tackle box around that had like different things in it, sometimes drugs, and then I was gonna like, oh, everybody's gonna know that I'm up to no good, so I started carrying around a fishing pole too, and I would just go to like the transit center and back. Like I was never near any like lakes that much.
We gotta do a sitcom together, dude, because your life is so interesting to me. it is the complete antithesis of mine. I swear to God, I fucking love everything you're telling me.
So you're like in the middle of a city, and you're like, I'm gonna dress like I'm a city slicker boy or a country boy, just walking down to the down to the pond to fish.
I decided that I had like transcended civilization.
We should do oh Jesus Christ. We should do like a show. It's like Tom Sawyer 2023 because that's what you look like. I'll just be Jim. Don't say nigga Jim. I'll just be Jim, and we could just do this because you were just weird.
Say that in that book.
They did several times. Yeah.
You guys just make the modern Huck Finn.
Huck Finn. We did. He's Huck. I'm Jim.
I don't remember that book too much.
You don't remember Voltaire either. It's okay. We're not mad about nothing. It's okay.
No, I
You're
really
just heading down to the mall to do some fishing in the
In the pond.
It wasn't
in the pond.
it all made like perfect sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, like everybody's gonna think I'm doing drugs. I should carry a fishing pole.
No, that's the fucked up logic. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Did you fish ever?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Where the fuck did you get a fishing pole?
At my mom's house. She had all kinds of stuff.
Mo, when you're on drugs, you just find shit.
I am not doing the right drugs, apparently.
I think it might have started because like I was trying to convince my mom that I wasn't on drugs. So I was like, I'm going fishing, and she knew.
Yeah, because you probably never brought fish home.
No.
So, believe it or not, I have a lot of comics. I do this Black Hills Comedy Festival, and there's been a lot of comics that have come out there that have fished multiple times, but have never caught a fish. Yeah. And I'm like, you're going to catch a goddamn fish, and we've helped them catch their first fish.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome. I used to fish all the time.
Well, now Sam fishes with magnets.
Yeah, I do magnet.
Oh, magnet fishing, that's kind of cool. You find lots of guns.
That's what I'm talking
You find lots of guns out there. You can do that.
All kinds of
Yeah,
weird
you do
stuff.
that in Mississippi.
Have you found a gun?
I found a kitchen sink.
Wait, hold on. What is this? This magnet fishing?
Yeah.
Magnet fishing, yeah.
So the first time I met Sam out at Savage Henry a few years ago, he took me magnet fishing, which is you have these very high-powered magnets that, I mean, it's a 500-pound magnet.
1,500-pound magnet.
He has a 1,500-pound magnet.
500-pounder.
Yeah, so I think you gave me the little boy, the 500 or whatever.
For the big day.
Yeah, he didn't want, and they're expensive.
They are. And that place was sketchy, too, because there's a lot of pilings and stuff.
Yeah, so we threw out, you basically just twist this rope around and fucking boomerang this powerful magnet out into the water and see what it sticks to.
Yeah, I got some bullets. What else did I get?
I don't know. Like the day that I went, we really just caught a bunch of trash.
A crab pot. And I gave it to a guy. You remember that?
Yeah. Did you get a crab pot? Or you got a crab pot, I think, when you went before we went with you. Oh, yeah. I think you had...
Because you better when nobody else is around. It's like magnet fishing.
You got to sage the area when you bring other people.
So...
No, I've gotten all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, I have... They did a thing in the Seattle Times about it not that long ago. I don't do it as much as I used to because the comedy stuff keeps me busy right now, but...
Do you have your stuff with you on the trip?
No. Because the thing about it is you just get filthy. So, like, it doesn't really work because I'd have to bring, like... I only have, like, so, like... You just get dirty. And then also, if you find something... So there's, like, a magnet fishing code. Mm-hmm. And, like, if you find stuff, it's your responsibility to, like, dispose of it. And it's not that big of a deal until you start getting bikes and stuff. And then you're like trying to jam bikes into like a dumpster and like it's not a good vibe. So
yeah, the code of the magnet fisher.
Yeah, dude.
So what you find you got to get rid of.
Yeah.
What are the other laws of the magnet?
Laws of the magnet.
The laws of attraction.
You just gotta be...
That's the name of the TV show, Laws of the Magnet. That's the name of the TV show starring.
I can't think of the other rules, but there's like a code. But I think it's mostly just don't make a mess, so they ban it because they've banned it in a lot of places in the UK. They've banned it in a lot of places too because people were getting so many munitions from World War II.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think is kind of scary about Europe is there's a lot of fucking bombs and mines, and that shit can still blow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So did you find live ammunition?
I found a smoke grenade one time that was really sketchy. And,
Whoa.
And some 50 cal ammunition, which was
Oh,
really
shit.
sketchy. And yeah, it was live ammunition. Because I
Wow.
magnafish a lot by JBLM. One time, too, I was at this American lake, and I was magnet fishing, and I had something big, and I pulled on it really hard, and then, like, something snapped, and then, like, oil started coming up.
Oh,
And there
shit.
was, like, there was an outboard motor that had fallen off a boat, and somebody just left it there. And then I pulled something off. It was, like, deteriorating, and then I pulled off part of the... I pulled something out. I might have pulled a spark plug out or something like that, and then oil started coming up, so I had to call the Department of Ecology, and that was kind of crappy. But
Were they mad at you?
Do you go?
I think they were just confused. They were like, "You're doing what?" And I was like, "I'm magnet fishing. Now there's a lot of oil coming up."
What kind of fish is a magnet?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how the modern Beverly Hillbillies started.
Exactly.
Sam was out just
I'm gonna
magnet
tell you a little
fishing.
story about a man named Sam. We both magnet fishing.
But hey, me and
And then one day came Bubbles with a crew, and everybody thought he was fucking nude. No shoes on, just overalls.
And then the Jake breaks down. Just burr, burr. He's fucking his wife.
Next thing you know, old Sam the comedy star, making like the comedy doing really far.
it's fun.
Hell yeah. So
It sounds like, yeah, it sounds fun. Have you ever gone out like on a boat and done it?
No, because you're playing a numbers game. Anytime you're magnet fishing, the magnets are pretty small. Your best bet is to go someplace where there's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff.
so docks.
If you're out on a boat, the chances of you getting anything metal just randomly are really low. So yeah, like docks, fishing piers, touristy areas in Seattle. Oh my God, my favorite place in the world is the Willamette River in downtown Portland. Like right by where they have that Saturday market. Dude, me and my friends went there one time. We got like 5 scooters, maybe 15 bikes. I got a wheelchair out of there.
And there's just this dumpster with 15 bikes and scooters piled out of it. And he's like, the code. It's the code.
No, we talked to I talked to a park ranger, a Portland city park ranger, and they told us just to pile it, and because they were like pumped that we were cleaning out the water. So
That is a really good side of it. Is I think you do get a lot of trash.
people ask me about that part of it, and they're like, "Isn't it cool? Like it's so cool that you clean up the earth." And I'm like, I'm not like anti cleaning up the water, but like that has nothing to do with it.
It's just a sad,
You're like
this effect.
this good benefit. I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's not why I do it. It's kind of like
I like it. You're like, hey, don't be thinking I'm a fucking hippie cleaning up the earth or anything. I fucking hate that part of it. If I,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, these don't make honey because we think it's yummy. Like, they're they're trying to do something else. That's what I am. Like, I don't magnet fish to clean up the world's oceans. Yeah. I actually think it might be better just to let some of that stuff stay there and just kind of rust away and start digging it up and pulling it up and stuff. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you remove a lot of fishing line and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that part's cool.
So, yeah, magnet fishing.
I didn't mean for this to become a magnet fishing meth podcast.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
That's the name of
In
the
my mind,
podcast.
I'm like, where you get a lot of treasure, you just take that to a mall and start throwing it in stores.
I'm not robbing.
And then they
the
go,
place.
"What are you doing?" You go, I hate to do this. I know it's new, but I got to throw it away.
I did.
Away.
I know I know Mo. I think you know Emmett Montgomery, and I know you do too, Zach.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
Emmett very well.
Oh,
and
yeah,
AJ
yeah, yeah.
knows him
Emmett
too.
Montgomery up in
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, I literally lived with Emmett for a month.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Emmett. So Emmett Montgomery had a comedy show up in Seattle, and they wanted me to do I made a PowerPoint about magnet fishing, and they wanted me to do the presentation, right? Mm-hmm. And I brought my magnet fishing supplies to the show, and I'm literally, and this is the magnet, and I held it up, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I heard this guy be like, "Get that thing off the stage!"
Oh yeah, it'll
What are you
fuck the
doing?"
speakers up.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
'cause there were
Yes.
speakers under the stage. Yeah.
Oh my God! That's a powerful magnet.
Yeah.
Holy
He was like, I was like, it was so funny because I was like, this magnet can pick up 1,500 pounds. And the guy's like, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, that's like a kind of magnet you walk by a television with it, just like taking it in, and it's like all of a sudden your television's just like fucked.
Yeah. If you get two of those magnets, or if you get, but it's bad if you get the magnet between your finger, between that magnet and a piece of metal. But two of those magnets, if they come together,
you're not
on
getting
your
them apart.
finger, you're toast.
You're not getting those things apart.
Yeah. Like you can, a friend of mine lost to like the left side of her palm.
Yeah.
The meat on the opposite side of her thumb got stuck between two of those magnets.
Oh my God.
And it took a chunk off, and she had to get a skin graft because it was there's no stitching that up.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A piece of her hand.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we got to get a show going. Alaska crab fishing is dangerous, but magnet fishing.
The deadliest catch.
Yeah.
It's just a
magnet.
It's
Just a big ass
bicycle.
magnet.
It's a pipe.
Big ass magnet. That's all it is.
So, well, yeah, good to know. When it comes to music, do you guys listen to any jam bands at all or any of that kind of stuff?
You want me to go first? I'll
Go
do
ahead.
this one. So, I listen to a lot of stuff, and not very much of it is jam bands. I listen to a lot of rap music. I listen to a lot of old country music. I listen to a lot of R&B music.
You and I feel like have similar taste in music, Sam.
Yeah. Like my favorite artist is probably J. Cole, and then I don't know after that. I listen to a lot of J. Cole.
So you said you do listen to some jam bands, though. Some?
Okay, so not really. So I used to have Sirius Radio, right?
Yeah.
And they had the Grateful Dead channel.
Yep.
And like one time when I was driving.
Oh, I know. AJ's put it on when I've been in the car. And I fucking hate it.
I put it on. I listened to it for like an hour. And because I kept waiting for them to play a song. But it was just like, it was weird. It was like listening to Circles. Like, I didn't.
Oh my God. He just said listening to Circles.
Like,
Fuck, I love you, Sam.
yeah, 'cause it's like I like songs that have like beginning, middles, and ends, and I feel like that stuff's just all middle.
I fucking
Yeah,
love you,
dude.
Sam.
You just get into the texture and stay there for a while.
But also, I'm gonna say this: is that anybody who takes any joy from anything, if they ain't hurting nobody, I cheer them on, and I love to talk to people about stuff they're passionate about. I love my friends that love the Grateful Dead, and I love listening to me tell me about the Grateful Dead. I'm not gonna listen to the Grateful Dead, but I think it's dope that people like it.
I bought Pac-Man Fever when I was a child. That was Jerry Garcia.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Pac-Man Fever. Is that an album?
Yes. It's an entire album it's an entire album with Jerry Garcia and another guy doing nothing but songs about video games from the 80s.
Really?
Yes.
Was it bluegrassy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Was it synthesizers and stuff? Like, did it sound like video game music?
Yeah, some of it did. Some of it did. You know, some of it. You've never heard the song Pac-Man Fever? It's a real song. I'm not making this up. And we were cleaning out the house a few weeks ago, and you found the album, didn't you? Yeah, we found the entire album of Pac-Man Fever, and it's Jerry Garcia. What was the other dude from the Grateful Dead? What the other dude in the band?
Well, there's several.
Well,
Bob Weir was.
Bob Weir, that's him. It's him and Bob Weir just singing about. There's a song about Pac-Man. There's one about Qbert on this thing. I'm not joking. This is a real album.
So yeah, nice. So you do own a Grateful Dead album, but it is a weird one with all songs about video games.
Yes.
AJ, you haven't heard of this?
Nope. I'm probably going to get my card pulled from me.
Yeah, I'm like, are you excited?
I am.
I know how much you like
it's
the
a
Dead.
real-
I'm excited about
It's
this.
a real album. Go check it out. I mean, Google right now wherever you are. Go Google YouTube Jerry Garcia Pac-Man Fever because there was a music video.
And that's the extent of your jam band listening, Mo? Or do you have a...
I do not listen to jam bands. I have tried. People tried to play me fish, and 35 minutes later, I wanted to kill them. I'm like, I'm still here. This is the intro. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. This is not.
Have you heard magnet fish?
Aren't they goth? I thought that was a goth band.
No,
Magnet Fish.
that's a
Cranberries
that's
cover
a
band.
tribute band.
Cranberry cover band. You got to hear their
It's a
version of
tribute band that plays Fish and Monster Magnet.
You got to hear them play their cover of Linger.
Did I ever
Yeah.
tell you? Did I ever tell you that joke about I had a joke for about a country R&B cover band. Do you know about this, Mo?
No.
Yeah, it was a country R&B cover band. It was called Toby, Toby, Toby.
Oh my God. That is hilarious. Oh my God. You are so stupid.
And all the Tobys are spelled. One of them has an apostrophe.
Oh, yeah.
One of them is with the I.
Yeah, just like Tony. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to see that so badly, but I know we'd both get killed if we did it. Give it up for Toby.
I knew you.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, my God. Here's the best part. Okay, just for the true asshole out there, you'd have to get everyone who played Kunta Kinte in that show to be different versions of Toby. You get the little version of LeVar Burton, you get the older version.
Well, then I'm thinking, for some reason, what came to my mind immediately was Toby Keith Sweat.
I got to get out of here. Now this is going to be in my head all day. Toby Keith Sweat. I hate you right now, dude. That's going to be my new country ID right there. Give it up for Toby Keith Sweat. Toby Sweat.
So here's another one for you guys. Do you fuck with horoscopes and the zodiac and any of that shit?
Nope.
Now, I know what my birth sign is, and people have told me that it means I'm a dangerous asshole who's not to be crossed. And I'll accept that, but that's as far as I know. Don't ask me about no rising sun over the moon.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yes, I am a Scorpio. Yes, I am.
Shit.
Yes, I am a Scorpio.
Yeah, do you know what your sign is, Sam?
I do. I just don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the smoking meth for 8 years has a lot more to do with who I am than any sign. You know, people.
So you're a Virgo.
Kind of scatterbrained.
So
I'm
you're-
like, yeah. That's
so you're a
weird.
Virgo?
It must be my sign. No, I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Okay, that's what my
But
girlfriend is.
I actually just like jam bands. If you like it and it gives you joy, man, have at it.
Oh, I'm not hating on anybody
Yeah, I know
because of
you
it.
are.
I'm not. If
You're
y'all
a
like
hater
it, you
like
listen.
that.
It's I mean, nobody's gonna steal my Prince music or my Tool music from my
There you
house.
go.
You know what I'm saying? You do what you think.
Yeah.
I used to have a boss in the Forest Service that was really into horoscopes, and it was actually like really annoying because if he had a bad horoscope, that day he'd be like, "Oh, today, be careful." Like he wouldn't be aggressive when we were fighting fires, but he would be driving and he would have us read him his horoscope, and we just picked the best one and read that one to him.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, he'd be like, the horoscope today says, things are going to get hot.
And then a tree fell on him and he died.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. No, I made that up.
Oh, thank God.
He had a bad one that day.
Well, what I was going to say is, what did it smell like?
Oh, actually, you know what is funny? There's up high in the Cascades. There's a white pine, and when you cut it down fresh, the sap smells like dog shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really gross.
He sounds really happy about telling us that.
Well, because I remember.
You're like, you know what? Here's a cool thing.
Yeah,
Smells like dog shit.
some of the weird smells.
Yeah, no,
Are
that's good.
you sure there wasn't just a dog shitting next to the tree?
I didn't look behind.
Some dog's like, I know that tree he's talking about. That's my shitting tree. God damn it, he cut it down.
No, it's the elevation's too high for dogs.
What? What?
Maybe now.
Oh, yeah, dogs can't go over
like-
10,000 feet.
Maybe.
Or they
The
explode.
worst thing you've ever smelled
Not a
was
lily,
that
yeah.
dog shit tree burn.
So, all right, so you don't fuck with the Zodiac. What about crystals?
I'm more of a White Castle man myself.
Nobody that's not been south knows what crystal is.
No, I know.
I got that sugar crystal.
I
sugar.
know what I did. I knew what I said. I still have done that. I knew no one knew what the fuck crystal was out here. No, I don't really fuck with crystals unless we're like, building some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have any rocks that you collect or at home or?
Only for protest.
Yeah. So just throwing rocks?
It's on the rocks, that's all.
Just bricks.
I collect bricks. One day I'm going to hope to build a house out of them.
How about you, Sam?
That's a big negative for me. I don't think rocks are fun to look at, and they feel nice in your fingers.
Yeah, I mean, you just like them when they're attached to a volcano. We know this.
You have to let it
But no,
linger.
I don't. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Rocks?
No, rocks make sense to
Okay,
me. I
I was
just mean like the idea that like a rock can heal you.
Oh.
Like, I
Oh,
don't see how that
if you're
works.
talking about the energy and vibration thing, okay. So now, I'm not going hippie with that. That's more of a scientific thing because I am a science nerd and I understand vibrational energies. I get that part. Now, that does sound kind of hippie-ish, but I use the math part of that. So there.
I just think that it's weird. Like, there's these people that go to college for like 12 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then to be like, oh no, it's cool. I don't need you. I got like a rock. It's kind of
No, that is stupid. That is
It is
stupid.
weird,
That is
know?
stupid. But I was a physics major in college, so I understand piezoelectricity was like a quartz crystal can store energy in it. So you're like, if you put an electric charge with that thing, and it actually makes its own electricity if you squeeze it tight enough. So
So you're a physicist.
I would have been, except for this one math class called Calculus 2.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Yeah.
So you made it all the way, you just needed one more credit or?
Oh no, I got burnt out. It wasn't that. I was my third year in, and I just got burnt out. I couldn't do it anymore. I could not.
Yeah, so
I'm great at math, but that shit just hurt my head too much. I'm like, I need to go drink.
so you would say are you more of a left-brained kind of individual? Do you think you're more like analytical?
I'm very weird because I'm kind of both.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
I was
very
about
both.
to say that part.
It's very weird. I'm wired very weirdly up there.
I think that comes out in your comedy too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
your joke, you're loose and you can do your thing, but also your joke structure is tight.
Thank you.
Like it's almost like a crystal.
Oh, well, I like to call it a White Castle. Now, I was actually ambidextrous as a child. I could write with both hands equally, but I went to private Catholic school, and I had a nun tie my left hand to my body and wouldn't accept any homework from me because she said I was of the devil. So there you go. That's some weirdness about me.
Wow, where'd she tie it to? Not your penis.
No. No, she like just tied my hand to my body during class. It was weird.
Yeah, like you just had a rope around. Like she
Yes,
just.
I'm not kidding. This is real.
Wow. So you couldn't do anything with your.
She would not let me do anything with my left hand. It was just one class, but I'm just like, this bitch is crazy.
How? Oh, just one class a day? Like
Yeah.
you'd come in and she'd be like, "Get over here, Mo. We got to tie you down."
This was a Catholic.
Pretty much, yes.
This was a Catholic.
This was a
school?
Catholic school, yes.
Was it very diverse at all?
No, it was a predominantly black Catholic school in Memphis. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know they had predominantly.
It was a white nun. That tells you something right there. No, but she was crazy.
Are there a lot of black Catholics?
In Memphis, apparently.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Whole section.
I didn't know
Huh. Interesting.
that. Yeah, I'm fascinated.
Wow.
Well, cool. Well,
Sam, how long did you work for the Forest Service? I'm just kind of curious
I
about
worked for the Forest Service for 2 years. I worked for the Department of Natural Resources for 1 year, and I fought fire at the Job Corps for a year. So
and I started fires for 8.
That's called job security right there.
I was
Just
like an
smart.
arsonist, and I started to feel bad, and I was like, it's time for me to give back.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that was.
I saw Backdraft.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I like that part with the doll.
But that's what I wasted time in college because that's what my degree was in, was fire science. I had my red card, passed my pack test, and I wanted to be a smoke jumper.
Did you really?
That's a lot of work for something that you can just do.
I'm like, they took that. That's an
Yeah, you
actual
can go
class?
to guard school. Like, see, that's the thing. So I learned how to fight fire at Job Corps. We had like a Type 2 crew, and then I'm too big to be a smoke jumper. Like that was never happening because they don't make parachutes for
Yeah.
guys my size. But yeah,
They do, but they're for tanks.
yeah. They just had to drop me in that pallet.
Now, wait a second, sir. I have jumped out of a plane before.
Yeah?
Huh?
When?
2002.
So I know I'm too big to hang glide, and I know the smoke jumper cutoff I think was 220 or maybe 250. But even at my lowest, the lowest I ever got, Forest Service fighting weight, maybe I got down to 290.
Did you jump tandem?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I was about 220 when I did it, but yeah, I know I was like close to the cutoff or whatever. But like they had to get a special parachute for me.
Well, they probably did that for me. Because what happened was I was in Ocala, Florida, and this dude came to my show. He was like, "Fuck, you're awesome. You want to go skydiving?" I'm like, "Fuck you." What is this? You know, then I found out he was real, and I went skydiving.
Yeah, what'd you think?
No.
No?
I'm not gonna do it again. I did it one time. I did not shit my pants. I'm good. I've done something that scared the hell out of me, and I'm okay.
Yeah, I've done it twice.
Did you?
And I'm not gonna lie, man. The second time when I went back, the whole time I was thinking, I was like, "You already did this shit, motherfucker. Why are you doing this
Why
again?"
are you doing it again? Why are
It's
you
like
doing
if
it
something
again?
goes bad the second time, you're gonna be like, "Why the fuck did I do this again?" And then, yeah. But I still did it, and I think I'll probably do it again just because I think it's good to scare the shit out of yourself every once in a while.
You don't got to skydive to get scared, man.
It's like, I'll scare the shit out of you right now.
Hang out this fucker while you go to a math lab. That's what you do.
Come out to Spanaway with me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a way that I prefer to be scared. I agree that there's other ways to be scared.
Comedy can be scary sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, and the guy was like, on the second run, he's like, "Hey, this is such a rush." He's like, I'm addicted to it. He's like, how have you gone so long in between jumps? And I was like, when I'm doing comedy and it's going pretty well, it feels about the same. The only difference is that I ain't paying them $400 or $200 fucking dollars to do it. You know?
It's like I'm getting $30 in a drink ticket.
Yeah, I'm getting $30 in a drink ticket to feel this high. All right.
Hella funny. I love you guys.
But yeah. Well, shit. I think we're about at the end here.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions. I kind of already know the answer to this. Either of you own tie-dye at any point in your life?
I made a tie-dye about a year ago. I really liked it.
What did you make?
A shirt.
There wasn't anything else on it?
So my mom lives below us, and I got 2 kids, and she wanted to do like an art project, and my kids really phoned in their tie-dye. They look like shit. They didn't do a good job at all. And I was like, I want to try to make a really good tie-dye, so I watched a YouTube video, and I really got after it. It took me like 2 hours to rubber band up the shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
And I made like a really sick like tie-dye.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I like wearing it because I want people to think I might be a hippie. But then they
That's like Northwest Camo in Olympia.
Yeah. I like wearing it in like really like hard right areas.
God.
Well, that's the other thing. A lot of people don't necessarily understand what the tie-dye was. It's not for the person wearing it. We all understand how loud and ridiculous we look. We're doing it for the other people that are on psychedelics. So when they look at us, they're like, "Oh man, okay."
You know
and
what? That makes perfect sense.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So
I
inside
get that.
scoop, we are just a tapestry.
It's like banana bread.
Yeah. What?
Because like I don't really like banana bread, but other people do.
But you like looking at it?
No, it's not.
When other people
Look,
are eating it.
I'm going to tell you.
People on acid that are craving
I'm
banana
going to say this to you, Sam. I love you, but I'm never going on the road with you in the same car. We're not doing that ever. That's not going to happen because I will push you out of the fucking car. If you said that thing to me while we were in the car, I will push you out. I'm not even driving. Shannon's just driving. I will open the back door and push you out. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You say some shit like that. It's just like banana bread. Motherfucker, what are you saying to me? Are you sure you're no longer a meth head? What did you just say? That didn't make no sense to me. I'm scared.
felt right.
See, this is why Dan likes you right there. You are just fucking stupid, and I love that about you, sir. Jesus Christ, that just hurt my head. It really did. Like, yeah, it's just like what banana bread. I had a tie dye shirt. It wasn't something I bought. This girl I was having sex with did a tie dye shirt for me because she thought it was cool, and I was like, I'm fucking you for a few more months. So okay, thank you.
Okay. Either of you ever have an affinity towards like an old Volkswagen, bus, bug, anything?
I have the opposite.
You hate them?
Yo, my dad, it is going to get wild for a second.
Okay.
My dad had a Volkswagen Bug, which is funny because he ain't a hippie. He was also like 6'4".
Oh, he was a Nazi. No.
Ziggy Marley.
He had this Volkswagen, and I don't want to tell the part of the story about what he did to me, but he made me really mad one time, and I was like, I'm done with him. Like, I don't care. I know I'm going to catch an ass whooping, but I got the cigarette lighter, and I burnt like 20 holes in the seat of the car with the cigarette lighter.
Whoa.
And, yeah, dude.
And that's when he said he wants to be a firefighter.
Yeah, no, I'm like, Sam burning shit again. I was like, what'd it smell like?
I know.
If he says patchouli, I'm leaving.
And everybody
Banana bread.
Yeah. And like new Volkswagens, like Jettas and shit. This is like, I don't get it.
They're tiny. They're too small.
Yeah. So
No Volkswagen for me. No.
I'm still just thinking about
Banana bread.
this. Well, I'm thinking about like Sam's Farmer's Market where he's like, come on down and listen to Toby, and buy some of this banana bread that I only like to look at.
Banana bread ain't for eating, just for looking at.
It's for looking, all right?
That's not what I was trying to say. It's not about a looking thing. It's about eating. So like, it's really fun to give people banana bread because before you had bananas that were probably going bad, and now you have bread that'll make some people happy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like banana bread. That's good stuff.
I love banana bread.
Especially with walnuts.
I do enjoy bananas.
Do you not like bananas?
I eat them. I don't like them.
I fucking hate eat bananas.
No, what happened is when my kids were really little, they ate bananas all the time. And they'd always leave like a little hunk of banana somewhere.
Yep.
And I'd be like, either I have to get up and throw this away, or I could just eat it, even though I don't like it. And I would just eat it, which means that I was using my mouth like a trash can.
That's how I feel about my own cum.
Oh my God. God help us.
Jesus Christ. Like,
Man.
wow.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I have enough to make my decision.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you, we've never had two guests before. How do you want to do this?
Do you want to do Mo and then Sam?
That sounds scary.
Yeah. I don't think we can do them both at the same time.
It just reminds me of the scene from
I'm going
Pulp
to be
Fiction.
honest, boys. I thought I'd take it on, but that is a lot of banana bread to spread.
It just reminds me of the scene from Pulp Fiction.
All right. So, so Mo, on 3, 2, 1, not hippie.
Not.
Yeah.
I would concur with that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sam?
Before you do this, I want you to know that I accept either answer. But I would argue that whatever you say is also wrong.
What the fuck is going on with that?
Think about it. Like,
Okay. Hold on. Now you're fucking my point up.
I have never had a headache this bad from talking to a person. What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right.
I love you, Sam. I fucking love you. You're the first comic to give me a headache in like 20 years. What is wrong with you?
All right. So, Sam, on 3, 2, 1, hippie.
Not it.
I'm gonna go hippie on Sam.
So
I would like to outvote both of you and say not goth. Make it linger.
So,
Fucking
yeah,
cranberries.
it's really strange because I was on the cusp, but also I think not being there, it's weird. I usually get a better view for things when I'm there in person, but there's a lot of points of view with Sam that lead towards hippie, and those points were like, I don't care what you do if it brings you happy and joy. I'm not trying to wreck that. And I was like, that's pretty strong.
I accept that.
I'm just looking at him in Crocs right now, thinking about him walking around Olympia in a tie-dye, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say hippie. Also,
Yeah, I just saw him in his fishing pole and his tackle box and a little piece of straw out of his mouth going, I'm looking for magnets.
yeah.
I was also like routinely getting in like street fights.
No, he has a tattoo on his stomach that says "Let's dance," like hippies,
or David Bowie.
You know that tattoo?
Yeah,
that tattoo has nothing to do with dancing at all, and has everything to do with like me fighting cops.
Yeah, I knew as soon as you said "Let's dance." That's a fight thing. That's not hippie. That's
And
like
it's
let's
not
go,
fighting
baby.
People, I love people. I just don't like cops.
Well, you know,
It's complicated. I have some.
complicated.
yeah.
It's complicated.
Complicated.
I'm actually okay. Listen, my shit's changing now. Like, I think I don't want to get into it, but like, it's not as simple as it used to be. But like, I still have issues with law enforcement because I got beat up by a couple sheriffs one time while I was handcuffed, and I'm still pissed. And I thought there was a cop that I was cool with, and he like watched it go down, and he didn't do nothing. So like, I'm still kind of hung up on that, and I think that's fair, you know.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I really feel cuspy with Sam. Like,
Yeah.
I just think that it's kind of on the fence.
And I do love people, and I do love animals, and I do love nature. And
See, I hate all those things except for the animals.
yeah, I would agree that Mo's definitely not a hippie.
I was a goth kid.
Yeah.
I know who Bauhaus is.
Yeah. I love Mo's. Like, I had all the Cranberry albums.
Hey, I didn't own one of those motherfuckers.
Hey, you know, that's a good name for a doggy daycare.
What?
Bauhaus.
Oh my god.
all right. Well,
Apparently, you never heard of the German architectural school as well.
What's that?
Never mind. It was called Bauhaus.
What?
Yes. But there's also a goth band led by Peter Murphy. Also, when Peter Murphy's not in the band is called Love and Rockets.
I know Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
But Bauhaus
know.
was also around the time of, like, Morrissey, Susie and the Banshees.
Oh, I know
Smiths.
Bauhaus. They got that weird lettering. It's like white on black. I've seen people wear
Yes.
their shirts.
Yes.
Because I was a bouncer too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
I was a bouncer
love
too.
Bauhaus.
Yeah.
That's
Bauhaus.
the natural progression of things.
Yeah,
Physicist, bouncer, comedian.
yeah.
Pretty much. That's pretty much me right there. That's not even a joke. That sums me up pretty well.
Physicist, bouncer, comedian, Toby. Well, shit. Do you guys have this is coming out in 2 weeks. If you have anything you want to plug, check out where can people find you guys on the social media and all that shit.
SamMillerComedy.com has like all kinds of relevant information. Sam Miller Comedian on Instagram. I also have a podcast called The Tarp Report.
It's a great podcast.
It's cool.
Check it out.
Sam
I listened to
Miller.
a couple episodes. It's pretty
that
cool.
makes me happy, Mo.
Yeah, man, I did.
Podcast,
I
man.
did. After I talked to you that day and
Yeah.
I talked to Jess for a few minutes, I'm like, oh, this is a cool podcast. Y'all ridiculous.
Jess is dope. You know, Jess grew up in West Virginia, like coal miner shit. Like,
Oh, no, I did
she's
not.
been through some shit, dude. That's why I mess with Jess.
She's cool, though. She's
I don't
real
mess
cool.
with people that haven't been through nothing.
Oh, my God. This has been a fun podcast, guys.
How about you, Mo?
Plugging, Mo.
My website is moalexander.net. My Instagram is Mo Alexander. That's M-O Alexander. If you follow me there, you really should, because I need more followers, because comedy has changed, and it's not about how funny you are, it's how many fucking followers you have. So I need everybody to go follow me on Instagram. Go visit the website for tour dates at moalexander.net. And go buy my album called Mo Possum Blues right now. Go get that.
And as always, subscribe to Hippie Not Hippie. And thank you so much for getting on the motherfucking